Quarterback in the wing. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Got it. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for it. It fell from the sky into air. Nice hit.
Death Valley, 8th largest stadium in the world and the site for tonight's SEC matchup between the Georgia Bulldogs and the 9th-ranked LSU Tigers. I'm Kevin Hicks, and I'm joined tonight by CJ Orndorff as we bring you another matchup from the CFSL. CJ, what are you looking forward to tonight in this SEC tag-up?
So I'm looking for an upset. Georgia's been trying to get the first win. LSU's reeling, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think we've got some interesting stuff ahead. Last week, both Ray Flash of Georgia and Moses King from LSU had great quarterbacking performances. And tonight, we're going to see Ray Flash taking the field first, bringing this Georgia Bulldog offense out to play. Set up here, 1st and 10 from the 20. Flash back to pass early, deep pass down the right field, having to come back, and the ball just flying a bit over his head. The rain and wind we've got coming in tonight seemed to maybe bother Flash just a bit.
Just a little bit. Like, remember, they ain't used to this in Georgia, so it's going to be different for him.
I don't think anyone's used to the weather yet. It's dropped 20 degrees in the last hour, and another pass deep down the field, and this one just seemingly dropped about midfield.
Absolutely. Defense was there. They're pulling out the stops. 3rd and 10 set up for the Bulldogs right now.
3rd and 10 coming up with a nice pocket. Pass over the middle. Stretching for the sticks and making it. Daniel Mutton picking up 13 yards and a very good first down.
If you can't get it through the air, run it on the ground. That's how you're going to win a game.
A good 13-yard completion, get that first completion out of the way, getting some jitters out. Now setting up with the full backfield. 3 backs there, ball handed off, bouncing off the tackler, and trying to make it back to the line of scrimmages. Perez, but gets taken down for a yard loss.
Absolutely. He told one dude to stay off of him, but that hole closed and got down quickly.
Now 2nd and 11 after the failed run. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Perez in the backfield. Read option, Flash keeping the ball, running to himself up the middle, breaking a tackle, and picking up 26 yards on a great read option run.
Heck of a run. Hats off to the offensive coordinator for pulling that play. Found some open yards, and he was almost gone.
And Malik Woodbury is eventually the one to chase Flash down, keeping that from going any further. But seeing some nice play calling here from Georgia as they set up here. 1st and 10, ball comes out over the middle, over the 35, and taken down near the 30 is Dallas Jordan with an 8-yard gain.
So it looks like they're going from pass to run, run to pass. It's a good thing to have it sorted out, but sooner or later, LSU's going to catch on.
Yeah, LSU stacking the box here, thinking maybe this is going to be a run. The ball is handed off, and here comes the swarm, but still able to pick up 6 yards is Perez.
Absolutely. He found an open hole, and he was able to get through there, but a horde of Tigers stopped him.
Nice pickup there. Going to be set up 1st and 10. Pocket holding again. Ball comes out, caught, and immediately hit and taken down behind the line is Daniel Button.
That's what you're going to want to see. It's going to stop momentarily, reset the play, and let's see what happens. I'm kind of interested in this.
Yeah, we're seeing some good plays there. Looks like Trey Woodard there on a nice tackle for loss. Setting up a 2nd 12 here. As 3 receivers drift out to the bottom of the screen. Running back also on the left side. Play action pass, rolling out to the right, seeing nothing, running downfield and getting absolutely leveled as Flash, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Did anybody get the name of that U-Haul truck that hit him? Because he looks like he got rocked. Heck of a run, though.
Yeah, I couldn't make out the name on the jersey there, but that was a huge hit. 3rd and 5 coming up after that 7-yard run. Georgia is spreading the field out. No blitz coming. Nice pocket held and ball toss up middle. Not able to haul that in is Georgia. It's going to be 4th down and field goal team comes out.
If you can't get it in one way, use your kicker and try to aim for a field goal. And with the rain, it's going to be a little bit slick.
Ball is up and looks like it drifted a little bit to the right. Field goal is no good. No points here. Still 0-0. Ball switches sides.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see what Moses King does under center for tonight's game.
Starting off with a nice handoff. Christopher Jones picking up 2 yards on the first offensive play for the Tigers.
They want to run it. They're going to run it. And this team has been known to run the ball more than passing it.
LSU coming out. 2 receivers on either side, dropping back to pass. This time ball comes out over the middle. Smoke Orleans picking up 2 yards. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Chipping away. That's what you want to see with an offensive line. Get little passes here, run a little bit. Maybe sooner or later get to that 1st down.
And we saw Georgia come out and test the ball deep early. LSU taking the small dinks and dunks. Now here's the deep ball way down the left field. Wide open receiver, and the ball just overthrown, maybe floating a bit in the wind. 4th down and a punt coming up.
He has a cannon, ladies and gentlemen. That will come later, hopefully. So.
Yeah, it feels bad. Punter gets run into. No flag coming out yet as Georgia takes the ball at the 45, makes it almost to the 50. Dallas Jordan with a nice return.
I would have thought that would have been roughing the punter, but I guess we're going to talk to the referees.
Georgia coming out here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. Receiver coming now in motion into the backfield. Read off, play action pass off to the right and picking up the 1st down and sitting on top of defenders before able to be taken to the turf is Gary Harrison for 13 yards.
I will say this. He was able to get open and manage it decently. It's going to be interesting to see how long they continue this drive.
Now on the pistol, ball handed off. Perez taking it, running forward, and picking up 4 yards is Perez. It's a nice run on first down.
Absolutely. That's what you want to see. Although he got stopped and was just wrecked right after the play, but they keep going.
Georgia does seem to be chipping away here. Ball sitting at the 35-yard line. Nice short field here with about 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Ball snap, a read option that time going, well, it looked like it was going nowhere, and Flash fights off 2 or 3 tackles to struggle forward and pick up 2 yards.
Flash is doing miracle things out there, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the feet of Lamar Jackson, an arm that will pay off in dividends.
Now looking for that pass. Screen pass comes out. Ball does get off. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass, not a fumble. It's going to be 4th and 4 in no man's land. So Georgia comes out with the offense on the field.
It's going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 4. Maybe they'll run, maybe they'll pass.
Tight end in motion to the right, dropping back to pass is Flash. Ball comes out over the middle. Ball is brought in and caught. Dallas Jordan picking up first down on the 4th down attempt.
Amazing control of how he kept that ball. And any other way that would have went, any other player, that would have been a loose ball, and LSU would have went the other way.
Yeah, after last week not having any receptions, Dallas Jordan has already seemed to be a favored target of Flash this week. This time, though, on the delayed handoff, Perez picks up a yard, 2nd and 9.
They're running it. That's what you want to see. But sooner or later, LSU is going to catch on to that running game. They need to start airing it out.
Ball sitting just inside the 25. 2 receivers either side. Another delayed handoff. Perez looking to get around. Throws one man to the ground, but is not able to escape. 3-yard loss coming up, 3rd and 11.
He was stopped, and then he shedded one man, but it was too late.
In this rainy field, 3rd and 11 coming up. Flash with 2 backs in the backfield, looking to pass. Open receiver to the right, picking up the ball and barely getting across the sticks. Gary Harrison picks up a very important 13 yards.
Now they are in the red zone. This is where you're going to see Georgia pulling out all the stops. This is where they want to go for it.
In the red zone, Georgia hands the ball off, and Arroyo, with spelling in Perez for a bit, takes a 2-yard loss.
He had nowhere to run, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see right here on the replay, he got stopped right on contact.
And interesting to always see Arroyo coming in, middle linebacker playing 2 ways for Georgia now as the backup running back. Now wide receiver in motion from left to right, dropping into the backfield. Ball's handed off and breaking free towards the end zone and in. Perez with a 16-yard touchdown.
He found an open lane and took it to the house. That was just picture-perfect planning from the offensive coordinator to be executed on the field with this PAT coming up.
Extra point is up and through the uprights. The field goal was no good. Extra point is Georgia takes an early lead, 7-0 over the Tigers with 3:30 left in the quarter.
So, Kevin, what are you looking forward in this game?
The thing I was looking forward to most is I wanted to see both quarterbacks kind of air it out a bit. We've seen that from Flash. We're getting ready to have Moses' second drive here, hoping to maybe see him let loose a little bit more. Last week, both of them had over 4 touchdowns through the air, over 340 yards. So I'm hoping to see some good QB action from both teams. As Moses is back to pass, looking deep down the field. This one, though, is intercepted and being run back the other way. And breaking tackles there. That's number 6 with the interception, Jay Johnson.
Johnson just making eye contact with King. You don't want to see it. They call him money bags for a reason. He just got to get in that mental. One interception ain't going to kill your night. He just needs to get on the sideline, look at the film, see what he can do better on.
Yeah, not the start you wanted for LSU. Georgia, on the other hand, I mean, you've got a 7-point lead on the 9th-ranked team in the league. You've got to be feeling pretty good with how this start's going as Perez picks up the 1 yard on a run up the middle.
Also, being here in Death Valley, it is super loud. Y'all can't hear it because we're in the booth, but it is loud. It's going to take a mental effect on these players.
Absolutely. I mean, the booth is rumbling with the crowd outside, even in this rain. As Flash spins out to his left, running down, able to pick up the first down and more, 11 yards on the scramble.
If you can't find anyone open, do it yourself. He's doing that tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We saw it pop up there. Total yards of the night. LSU has 4 to Georgia's 120. That is not what I think anyone was expecting when this game started. As Flash drops back to pass, still doesn't see anything, runs out again. Nice setup block there from the wide receiver as Flash goes out and picks up another big chunky yardage.
Massive chunk right there. He took one dude's ankles and kept going, but he was brought down. Heck of a play.
Now inside the 25, looking to pass. He wants to get the ball in the air. The ball is in the air, but over the receiver's head. 2nd and 10 coming up.
If you were an LSU fan and that would have went to the house, what would you would have thought?
Now, I am seeing a lot of passes sail high, and now LSU stacking the box. Blitz looked like it was coming. Ball comes out to the left, and the receiver makes a guy miss, running for the end zone, and pushed out around the 2-yard line. Mensah with a big first down, setting up 1st and goal.
Absolutely. A missile throw, and he was able to keep his feet in bounds to get down to the 2. Just amazing playing from Georgia right now.
It's a nice job blocking one tackle, and that's Malik Woodbury on the tackle. And we've seen him all over the field picking up tackles tonight and keep people out of the end zone for the most part. But now 1st and goal at the 3. Ball's tossed out to the right, running for the end zone. Arroyo with a touchdown run.
He got open, ladies and gentlemen, and he's looking like a mailman running out there trying to get packages in. Wow. 14. Going to be 14-0 after this.
Yeah, after the extra point, should be 14-0. Huge start for Georgia. Extra point is through the uprights. Over on Twitch, we've got another good game. FSU just scored. It is 20-7. FSU leading Miami with about 7 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
I will say this, FSU has been on point all season, so.
Now, there's a reason they're the #1 team in the nation, as Mosley brings the return ball out to about the 28-yard line. Georgia's defense has looked really stout here early.
Absolutely. 4 yards, that's something to put a hat on right now.
Moses King coming out after the unfortunate interception on the last drive. We're going to see if they put it back there. Instead, they hand it off, and rushing forward for about 7 yards there is Christopher Jones.
Yeah, that's a good way to start your drive out. With the INT on your last drive, you're going to start with the run game. So, hats off to him.
It doesn't look like it's going to be run this time, as 5 wide receivers out there. Quick pass out to the left, and turning and running up the sideline as Nicholas Williams does seem to get the first down. First down for the Tigers.
Absolutely. LSU is coming out on full guns. They want to try to even this game up because they don't want to be popped out of the top 10 or the top 25.
Ball handed off, run up the middle. That looks like he just knocked the guy into next week, threw him back 4 yards before being taken down. Nice rush by Christopher Jones.
I don't think he got knocked into next week. He got knocked into downtown. So.
That was one heck of a blow. And now delayed handoff on the read option and rushing forward. Moses King, they're giving him credit of a yard rush. That looks like a lot more than a yard, but it's enough for a first down.
Yeah, that was more than a yard, but he's got the feet, he's got the arm. He's a very good quarterback, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, sophomore this year is Moses King, who's definitely grown from where he was last year with a nice pass there to Elliott Griffin for 16 yards, able to pick up another first down.
Absolutely. I've been able to watch him play. I got to call the Mizzou LSU game where they lost heartbreakingly. This man, I talked to him on campus earlier. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He came out to play tonight.
Emptying out the backfield again. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Moses King looking a nice pocket. Ball downfield and looked like it was brought in, but broke it up at the last second at the goal line.
Oh, hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Georgia fan, LSU, you better be starting to get rowdy.
LSU knocking 2nd and 10 with 37 seconds left to go in the first. Nice toss over the middle. Griffin picking up 7 yards before being laid out.
They're chipping away. That's what you want to see. Chip away, try to find an exploit.
Ball at the 25, 3 yards to go for the first down. Empty backfield again. Moses King looking, ball comes out to the right and hit as the ball came in by a host of Georgia Bulldog defenders. 4th and 3 coming up.
What a hit. If that would have went any other way and it got loose, it would have been INT'd.
Field goal kick is up and also missed. That's a missed field goal now by both teams. From our advantage in the booth, it looked like it went in, but here on the replay, we see just to the side of the post.
I don't know what movie it was, but just a bit outside. So
that's it. Now Flash with the ball, heading it off and running forward, picking up a good chunk of yards. Nicholas Perez picks up 8, setting up 2nd and 2.
That makes it 2nd and 2. As
we end the first quarter, upset alert early, 14-0 Georgia over LSU. You're watching the CFSL by PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Teams have swapped sides and looking downfield, breaking a tackle before his defensively decided to scramble, stumbling around, not able to keep his feet. Blackwell picks up the sack. Flash almost showing some impressive leg work there.
He's showing impressive work, and I would personally put him in consideration for Heisman for what he's doing. Just shedding one man and trying to keep going.
You see him spin there 2 or 3 times before he actually goes down. If he had been able to get 1 foot under him to straighten up, he had plenty of daylight in front of him there. Now setting up 3rd and 6. 3 receivers left, looking left. Ball comes back to the middle. Perez picks up 6 yards, but it's going to be a 4th and a short 1. And Georgia looks like they're coming out to punt.
That's a little cautious right there. I would have went for it on 4th and 1.
And with the ball just there at the 35-yard line, the penalty for missing would be huge. Punt is taken at the 30 and run back, getting to about the 45-yard line in Smoke Orleans. LSU coming out, they haven't had the offense that we're used to seeing out of them tonight, CJ. What are they going to change to get on pace?
So as you can see, 48 yards, they've been dropping dimes on every single team they have played. They just start executing on key downs.
And here we have the read option. King looking left and getting out close to the sticks. They're going to call it 2nd and inches on a nice 9.5-yard run.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how King controls this game.
King setting up another pass out to the left and bowling over a defender, picking up 7 yards and a first down is Christopher Jones.
He threw the man like a Lego toy, just moving him out of the way, continuing down the sideline before stepping out of bounds.
Now you got 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ball comes to the right and catching the ball as he runs out of bounds to Smoke Orleans, picking up 3.
Keep chipping away. That's the LSU mindset. Down 14 early. We still got 2 quarters left of this game. So
now setting up 2nd and 7. Ball at the 35, heading in and breaking a tackle and stumbling forward to pick up maybe half a yard is Christopher Jones.
This Georgia defense is playing like the power company, trying to turn off the power. It's amazing to watch from up here.
That was a nice tackle there by Zion Wilkins. Now an empty backfield for the Tigers, tossing over the middle. Williams picks up 6 yards, but it is going to be 4th and 1. And back in that no end zone, LSU comes out. They're going to go for it on 4th after the missed field goal on the last drive. Ball is snapped on the read option. And getting forward, making a man miss is King. Ends up picking up 8 yards. First down for LSU Tigers.
Move the chains. Try to chip away at this lead. That is the mindset of the LSU Tigers right now.
The nice play out of the quarterback there, making sure he picked enough yards. Running back in motion, emptying out the backfield. The offensive line making a nice pocket, knocking everyone down, giving King enough time to find Christopher Jones. Ball's going to be 1st and goal at about the 1-yard line.
It's going to be interesting. Can Georgia pull a goal line stand and try to limit them to a field goal? It's going to from 1 yard out. So,
we're not quite getting into the full goal line stand yet, but in the pistol is Moses King. Ball is handed off, running towards the end zone, and the first stand is good. Georgia holding strong. Zion Wilkins keeping him out of the end zone.
absolutely, it's starting to look like it, but the first one's good. You still got 3 more.
Got to make a few more stops here. King back on the read option. That time there is no stopping him. There was no one near him as he crossed that goal line.
Absolutely not. LSU wants to try to tie this game up. They don't want to lose their rank. So
setting up here. Extra point is up and through the uprights. That's going to cut the lead in half. LSU 7, Georgia 14 with 6 minutes left to go. Over on Twitch, we've got about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. FSU is leading Miami 23-7. Two great games coming out here as Georgia runs the ball out of their end zone and making it out almost to the 25-yard line is Sean Adams.
I mean, he was able to get decent return. That's what you want to see. I know the rain is making that grass slick. Anything can happen, so.
Flash setting up, pump fake, ball deep down the left side, and batted away. Maverick LeBlanc not able to haul in the catch, but at least breaking up a big pass.
All I thought was INT. That thing had INT screamed all over it, but he was able to get it away.
After the near INT, ball handed off. Perez picks up 3 yards. 3rd and 7 coming up. It's going to be one of the longer third down Johns the Georgians have to face tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it turns out to be, but they've been turning around on their third downs also.
We got 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top of the screen. A very nice pocket, ball open, ball downfield. Caught, running, no one to anywhere around him. That is a huge catch by Dallas Jordan.
He turned on the afterburners, and Houston was a go. Just wow.
Now, after that touchdown, stretching the lead back out to 14 here. Got 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. I don't think there were many people who were thinking they'd come to a Georgia-LSU game at LSU and expect to see Georgia up 14 points.
Normally, you don't ever see a team go into Death Valley and get out, and that's a decent return.
Breaking a few tackles there, Elliott Griffin, nice job, almost breaking it free, taking it down to the 43-yard line. And we see Moses King has improved from first quarter to the second quarter, but there aren't that many points to show for it yet.
Absolutely. Still needs to work at it, but we still got time.
Full up backfield on the read option, looking and brought down from behind, but not before picking up 6 yards is King.
Yeah, he's got the feet. He didn't find anybody open, so he said, let me do it myself.
Now coming out in the shotgun, running back to his right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Read option again. Moses King says, no, this on the ground game is working for me. Let me go pick up another first down.
If he says he can do it, let him do it. Give him the ball, let him run it.
Yeah, I mean, Moses King does average about 12 carries a game. So it's not too surprising to see him running on the ground, but back-to-back read option plays. Doesn't look like it's going to be a read option here as the backfield is empty. Ball tossed to the right, and Christopher Jones picks up the ball on the sideline, picking up 14 yards on the catch.
Dude looked like a car hitting a police roadblock on that first down run. Just wow.
Georgia looking to tighten up the defense. Drifting over with the receiver motion. Ball comes out to the left. Ball down to the left. Diving, making the catch. Josiah Mosley not able to stay on his feet, though. Ball's going to be at the 1 yard line.
Speechless. LSU is firing on all cylinders now. Moses King does not want to give this game up.
Now they are spotting the ball at the 2. In the shotgun is King with 2 receivers inside. And on the read option again, Moses King walks in for his second touchdown run.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And that's the thing of this game going back and forth.
I think Georgia's going to have to wake up a little bit. That's the second time the ball's been around the 2-yard line, and Moses King pulls a read option play and just walks into the end zone with no one around him. If they get down to that spot again, I've got to imagine they're going to be focusing on that.
Absolutely. First, you got to try to neutralize Moses King with his cannon on.
And Dallas Jordan running the ball out, gets out to about the 27-yard line. So we see all the touchdowns we've had so far in this game. Georgia's offense has come to play today. They've had some really big plays.
Georgia's offense wants to ball out because they know they're on the road, they're in hostile territory, it's loud.
Dropping back on the screen pass and batted away by number 72. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Had nowhere open. That hole closed fast. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, nice job, Israel Jordan Ward on the pass defense there. Now dropping back, another pass to the left side, and somehow caught in the midst of all that traffic, Gary Harrison picks up 12.
I want to know how he caught that, because from up here, it looked like he didn't even catch it.
Yeah, it looked like the ball just disappeared into a pile of players, and out comes Gary Harrison. Now on the play action pass, ball coming to the left, and this time dropped. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
That was almost picked off right there because it bounced off of him and he almost pulled it in.
3 receivers and a running back to his right. Flash looking. Ball comes out over the middle from the receiver to the left, and picking up 17 yards is Danny Garcia.
Garcia is out here balling out. First receiving for 17 yards. He's going to be my player to watch.
He's definitely someone who's caught quite a few of Ray Flash's passes this season. But Georgia doing a great job spreading the ball out, making sure LSU can't focus on any one defender. Coming out here, 1st and 10 from the 45 heading in. Ball handed off, and stiff arming one, trying to break a tackle, not able to pick up much. Perez gets one on the run.
So you bring up how he spread the ball. That's what you want to see, the teamwork. Get a little bit over here, get a little bit over there. Get everybody involved.
Empty backfield, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Flash looking downfield, pocket holds for a while, but not long enough. Flash not able to get away, gets sacked for 6. Ward with the sack on the night, his first on the night.
Absolutely. The hole just opens, and in comes the big man.
It was a nice job there by Ward to get off his block, get around the edge to make sure that the quarterback's not able to escape the pocket. And now you've got a 3rd and a very long 16 coming up.
He'll find some of that little magic, so.
Yep. Empty backfield, again, looking for somewhere, and coming in for another sack. That's going to be Zach Monksovic with a big sack on the night.
Absolutely. You can see right here on the replay, he was able to push one man off and then just read him and just plowed through him.
That's back-to-back sacks. Going to set up 4th and 21. Got to imagine the punt team's coming out now as LSU is going to get ready to take back over on offense.
Yeah, being down only about 7 at this point, you know that they want to try to tie this up.
Ball's caught at the 15-yard line, running forward, and getting around to the outside is Smoke Orleans, who picks up 19 yards on the return. We see the yards by quarter. Georgia with 261 yards and a 7-point lead, but LSU now on offense knocking on the door to tie this game.
Absolutely. It's a tale of 2 quarters. LSU couldn't get started in the first quarter. Georgia's trying to get it back started.
Moses King dances forward, drops back, looks for a pass, and ball tossed down the right sideline. Smoke Orleans says, all right, after a 19-yard return, what better to follow it up with than a 26-yard catch?
Just watch this throw. Look how he got open, and he was able to make eye contact, haul that catch in, and get down quickly.
That is a nice reception there as we see LSU coming back out. 1st and 10 from the 37. King in the backfield with the running back. Ball is handed off and running forward and pushing a pile is Christopher Jones, picks up 10 yards and another first down.
He picked up the 10, but that dog pile got to him, so.
Setting back up, 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Play action pass, ball comes out over the middle. It's splitting a couple of defenders. Smoke Orleans does pick up 9. Dangerous pass, though.
Yeah, that could have been picked off. That was what, double coverage?
At least. LSU back in the red zone. They're so far 2 for 2. Both of them touchdowns on a read option play from the 2-yard line. This time, 3rd and 1 coming up. Christopher Jones not able to pick up the first down there.
Absolutely. They were able to nullify it. They're trying to stop what the oncoming onslaught is.
All right, 3rd and 1, looking to pick up at least the first down. Ball comes out to the right, plenty of green space, and able to get across the sticks is Christopher Jones. 4 yards, first down. LSU does take a timeout, stopping the clock with about a minute and a half left.
As you can see throughout the 2 quarters so far, LSU has 12 first downs compared to Georgia's 11.
Yeah. On the quarterback draw, King's not able to make anything happen. 2nd and 13 coming up here. Now setting up for the long 2nd down. Ball handed off wide open spaces. Christopher Jones picks up 5. Going to be bringing up 3rd and 8. So a harder first down to convert. Ball down here near the 11-yard line.
Get the first down or go for it all and get 7. That's how I see it.
Ball snapped, setting up a screen pass, and this screen pass going nowhere. 5-yard loss, 4th and 13. The last time we saw the field goal team, it was a missed field goal. Are we going to see them come back out?
I honestly think they will. 4th and 13, I wouldn't be trying to pass or run it, because if you take the turnover, it's going to give Georgia decent territory to start in.
Field goal team does come out. Going to be about a 25-yard punt. As the clock is ticking down, LSU making sure to burn as much time off the clock as possible, leave Georgia with as little left as possible.
You also remember Georgia knows how to run the clock. That's how they started out the game.
And with 8 seconds left in the play clock, get ready to see this field goal kick come out. Ball is snapped, set, kick is up. And this kick is good. LSU cuts that lead just a little bit more. Georgia still leads 21-17 with 20 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Absolutely. This game is as close as you can get it right now.
Yeah, over on Twitch, we've got about 5.5 left in the 3rd. FSU still leads Miami 23-7. So scoring has slowed down a bit over there on Twitch.
Scoring comes at a premium. They might come by the truckloads. They might come by the barrelful. It sounds like they're just having a Florida rivalry over there.
Georgia now setting up with 18 seconds left. Ball comes out over the middle, missing the receiver, almost into the hands of an LSU defender, but clock stops with 15 seconds left.
Throw it away, stop the clock, just continue doing what you need to do.
Now setting up now, just handing the ball off, looking for picking up big yardage on the run is Perez. Picks up 15 yards. Georgia says, we were thinking about running the clock out. Never mind. We'll call a timeout. We got 11 seconds left. We can get in field goal range. Flash looking downfield. Ball comes out and batted up in the air by LeBlanc. Not able to come down with the interception. 2nd and 10 coming up, 6 seconds left in the half.
Absolutely. So what I'm thinking, me being a former offensive player, I'm looking at this probably like a Hail Mary.
We're setting up. Flash trying to escape to give people time to get open downfield. Not able to do it. Ward picking up his 2nd sack of the night to close out the half. So as the 2nd quarter comes to an end, we're looking at a score 21-17. It's not the biggest lead that Georgia's had for the half, but Georgia is still in the lead at halftime. I think if that had been in anyone's parlay bets, they would be kind of gnashing their teeth right now because no one would have picked up that bet. So as we get ready for halftime, CJ, what were your thoughts on the first half?
First half, it was just crazy, back and forth scoring, as you will see here in the replays, ladies and gentlemen. Just scoring coming at a premium, one side doing it, one side, anything you can do, I can do better, back and forth. That's what you want to see in these type of games.
Yeah, we've seen some nice plays from Georgia's defense, having the one interception. We've seen Moses King running in for 2 touchdowns on some nice read option plays. Georgia with the one huge pass play. I think we're in for a very big second half coming up.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got your dinner. I hope you got whatever drinks you have. Settle in. Let's get ready for this game.
Absolutely. We see these stats coming up. Time of possession basically equal. Yards relatively equal. The big difference, that one turnover. But we're going to see what they've got in store for us. Georgia leading LSU at halftime. We'll be back with the third quarter. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube.
Georgia is lined up for the kickoff. Griffin needs to return.
We're back with Georgia kicking off. The ball goes into the end zone, being run out, and getting out to about the 25-yard line there is LSU. Elliott Griffin with a nice return. LSU getting to start off on offense and see if they can't maybe take their first lead of the night.
Absolutely, and just reading chat, Swoosh talking about cussing out the defense in the locker room. That's what they probably need to get that hype.
And Nicholas Swim there picking up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up. King with 146 yards already on the night. On the read option, King running forward and picks up 7 yards and the first down.
He trucked the dude getting the first down. I hope the dude's okay, but just wow.
And we see the total yards there, almost equal across both teams. Definitely evident in this very close matchup. On the quarterback draw, picking up no yardage, but avoiding the sack is King.
He knows how to try to avoid the sack. He'll take a tackle, that's okay. Sacks, that's going to hurt you a little bit more. So,
yeah, nice tackle there by Arroyo, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Looking to throw the ball. Ball comes out to the left and not able to turn up field after bringing it in. Christopher Jones loses 3 on the catch.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted to see, but we're still coming fresh out of halftime, so maybe some jitters.
King with a nice pocket to throw from. Ball comes out and is brought in. Josiah Mosley with a nice sideline catch.
I had to look back at this. I wanted to see if his feet were in, and they were indeed in. So, heck of a throw and catch.
Yeah, very good awareness of where you were on the field to make that catch, pick up the first down, and not be out of bounds while that ball gets to you. Now King set up in the shotgun again. 3 receivers to the right. He throws to the left, downfield, looking for it all, and the ball is batted up in the air. Sean Adams there on the deflection.
That's what we want to see. I was over there talking about lighting a fire. Light that fire, man. That was almost a pick. Could have went any way.
On the read option, King picking up about 9 yards. It's 80 rushing yards for the team. 47 of those coming from your quarterback. Not a bit unorthodox, but it seems to be working.
He can't find anybody open, so he'll just do it himself, and that's what you want to see out of your quarterback.
Empty backfield, 4 receivers going to the left side. Ball comes out on a screen, but there's no blocking there. Christopher Jones loses 2 on the catch. 4th and 3 coming up.
Just a horde of Bulldogs getting over there, shutting that play down quickly. Punt team hopefully coming out for LSU.
Yeah, I see some nice defense coming in there. There's J.J. Reed and Sean Adams combining on the tackle as LSU's punt team comes out. Punt is away, drifting towards the end zone, bouncing at the 6 and rolling and just barely getting across the goal line. Almost a nice pin, but ball's going to come out on the touchback. Now coming out for their first offensive drive of the half. Ray Flash looking, ball being aired deep down the left side and dropped or knocked away. It's kind of hard to tell. but nice defense by LSU.
I think that ball was dropped, or he had the rain on his hands, or something that he ate during halftime, because it was crystal. He dropped it.
Now you got the handoff coming up. Perez picking up a few yards. Going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Not the offensive start I think Georgia was looking for.
No, that's not what they wanted. 3rd and 8. They were able to nullify LSU on their last drive. I think LSU is going to return the favor this time.
And now you got the screen pass coming out, but a little bit of blocking is available. Perez picks up 6, but that's not enough to move the chains. 4th down coming up, and the punt team for Georgia walks out onto the field.
Just a little bit of a questionable call, but we're not down there. We don't know what's going through their minds, so it's going to be interesting.
And that's, I mean, picking up 6 yards on the screen's not bad, but when you've got that much to pick up, it's hard to get enough blocking as the return man breaks 3 or 4 tackles, but just keeps getting pushed sideways repeatedly, not able to pick up much on the return.
He shedded one man, another man came to shed him like a sheep, and then finally was brought down.
Oh, I like that, shedding him like a sheep. As Moses King looking to pass out and picked off Georgia, just jumping in front of the pass. That's going to be the 2nd INT for Moses King tonight.
That's 2. So LSU fans, don't start getting worked up yet. Have faith in your quarterback. It's rainy. That ball got a little loose, and he couldn't put it on the right trajectory.
And I think that's a Georgia walk-on who made that interception. So someone's getting a scholarship after the down. Perez takes the ball up the middle, picks up 4 yards, bringing up 2nd and 6.
They better give him a scholarship. If they don't, I think everybody up here in the booth and the production truck will be a little upset with them.
Now coming out on offense, good field position, 2nd and 6 coming up. Flash looking and not seeing anything, splits out of the pocket, gets out there and slides down safely, picks up a big 1st down for the Georgia Bulldogs.
That's what you want to see. You want to keep running it, keep trying to match the 1st downs with LSU. 14 for LSU, 13 for Georgia.
Wide receiver in motion, coming in tight. Flash looking, was going to run again, but looks like ball's on the ground, and Georgia does recover, but it's going to be a loss of 7 on the play. 2nd and 15 coming up.
Just going to watch this. It got loose, and I'm surprised LSU wasn't able to jump on that really quick.
I'd say it looks like it just kind of got lost in the pile down there. So lucky to recover the fumble. Flash setting up again here. 2nd and 15. This time the ball being tossed out to the right. No one's really open, just throwing that ball away, living to fight another day.
I'm guessing Georgia wants to keep the LSU sidelines on their toes because that was right over there to them.
2 receivers either side setting up a nice screenplay and not able to break the 1st man miss. Perez only able to pick up 2. 4th and 13. Georgia's coming out to punt again.
They got lucky with the forced fumble that they were able to recover, but at what degree did it cost them, you know?
Well, on the plus side, the punt does seem to be drifting towards the corner. Look to go out around the 10 or 15 yard line.
Georgia, every team's been able to try to pin their opponents in their own end zone. I think that's what Georgia wants to do, you know?
Yeah, and we've seen a lot more coffin corner kicks this season. I think we've seen a bit of a punter resurgence this year as J.J. Reed comes in for a great tackle, dropping Christopher Jones for a big loss.
You back him up, try to get that safety. Put a little bit extra work in there, you know?
2nd and 15 coming up, ball at the 8 yard line. 5 receivers thrown out of his end zone is King, and Nicholas Williams able to pick up 6, so making up about what was lost in the last play. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Absolutely. A little dangerous throwing from the back of your end zone because you don't know if your O-line is going to hold, and defensive man just plows right through and gets you.
Now in the pistol, looking nice pocket setup for King. Ball comes out to the left and making the catch, but not able to make the sticks is Nicholas Williams. 4th and 2, LSU being forced to punt from the 5.
The 2nd time they've been held on 4 straight attempts. So
On a nice punt return, getting back across midfield to the 45, Dallas Jordan, setting Georgia up with good field position for this next run.
Absolutely. Just looking at all the plays from Georgia also on offense and defense for LSU, it's been lights out on both sides of the ball. This ain't no upset alert yet, ladies and gentlemen, but it's just crazy. LSU just pressured the quarterback, 11 hurries, 1 knockdown, and 5 sacks altogether so far.
Yep. Over on Twitch, Miami closing the gap. FSU still leads 23-14 with 7 minutes left to go in the game over there on Twitch. As Ray Flash hands the ball off, Perez picking up 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Georgia leading here 21-17 with about 3.5 minutes to go in the third.
The rain's starting to pick up a little bit. I can see it in the stadium lights. So the field condition will get a little bit worse as this game progresses.
And keep it on the ground, trying to keep it out of that wind and slick air. Perez picks up another 3 yards, 3rd and 5 coming up.
It's good they're trying to run it, but at what degree do you want to try to pass it, you know? Because that's what Georgia's been doing.
Georgia's had some good passing plays. Seem to be setting up here a nice pocket. Pass does come out to the right, picked up, not able to turn the corner to head upfield, but still picking up the first down. Dallas Jordan, 96 yards in the night for him.
Honestly, I think he might get to 100 before the end of the game. And if he doesn't, he needs to eat his Wheaties for the next game.
Quick pass out to the left and taken down for no gain. Gary Harrison on the catch.
That LSU defense, man, we've been talking about it all night, like a power company, just able to shut down the plays on the offensive side really quick.
Yeah, there's about 4 defensive players there to make sure Harrison wasn't going anywhere on that play. Now coming out 2nd and 10. Receivers to the right, tight end in motion to the left. Ball comes out, hands it to the left, and running left is Perez, not able to make anything happen. 3rd and 11 coming up for Georgia.
It's only 3rd and 11, ladies and gentlemen. You can either go for it or punch it away, but it's going to be interesting.
The ball is at that 31-yard line. The last 2 times we've seen Georgia hit 4th down here, they've gone for it, so you may be in 4-down territory. As the receiver comes in motion across right to left, flash run back to pass, ball thrown in and incomplete. Very dangerous pass tossed into double coverage.
Yeah, that would have been picked off, but luckily it wasn't.
And now coming out with the punt, ball up from the 45, and this one is just kicked deep into the end zone. Ball's coming out for a touchback. Over on Twitch, FSU has the ball, leading 23-14 with 6 minutes left to go over there.
That's a decent game. I just tuned in to look at 2 teams fighting hard.
And we got 2 great games going on right now as LSU tosses the ball. Smoke Orleans makes the catch, but not able to keep his feet under him as the ground is getting slick and just falls out of bounds, picking up 3.
I just want to know how he kept his feet in, because all that was saying he was going out of bounds without even able to do anything.
Pocket sets up, gives King of his face. Christopher Jones, same issue on the right side. Apparently the sidelines are getting really slick here as the rain keeps coming down. No one's able to keep their foot when they make those sideline catches.
Might want to aim for the middle, as there's a flag.
We got a penalty flag coming out. And LSU shooting themselves in the foot, marching it back another 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 now. Ball back inside the 20. LSU only 2 of 8 on 3rd down tonight.
That's surprising because they've been able to do lights out play against every other team they've faced so far, you know?
And that ball toss, Jay Johnson almost coming down with his 2nd interception of the night. Very dangerous throw there from Moses.
Everybody in the stadium just gasped as that throw was almost picked off, so.
And we see in chat people saying Georgia's defense is legit. If you've been watching Georgia's games, every game they're in, Georgia's defense has been very legit. The score may not always reflect it, but Georgia's got some great defensive players.
Absolutely, and they're killing it on defense tonight. Let's just go ahead and throw them a little pump treat, whatever you want to call it. It's just amazing.
Yeah, just looking over the stats of their team, J.J. Reed, definitely their leader. He's got 31 tackles on the season. And Now, thanks to that defense, Georgia's setting up with good field position again. Ball at the 35. As Ray Flash tries to get out of the pocket, is unable. Quentin Blackwell picking up his second sack of the night.
Sack machine, feed it to him, you know. He was able to exploit it, and the big man was able to bring him down.
We do see Georgia's play selection very evenly split. Probably one of the more balanced teams in the CFSL. As Flash comes here, delayed handoff to Perez. Still not pick up anything. It's going to be 3rd and 17 coming up.
Now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm just putting this out there. You think Georgia's starting to get a little, they're starting to run out of the gas tank a little bit, although they're leading by what, a field goal? A field goal?
Yeah, leading by 4. I don't think it's so much running out of gas as there might be a little bit of nerves because having the lead this late, because that is something they've not gotten to do much of this year. And I'm hoping we're not seeing a setup of playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win.
I will
Georgia, Georgia gets the ball away. Ball bounces at the 5-yard line, but does roll into the end zone. So we've burnt a couple of minutes off the clock, but LSU still just going to be sitting at their 20 for the second drive in a row.
Absolutely. LSU knows how to kill the clock, so that's one thing you got to keep your eye on with 26 left.
And that's Christopher Jones on a nice run, makes a good stiff arm, but only able to pick up 1 yard. He's got 10 rushes for 29 yards. Not the rushing average you'd like to see, but, I mean, you are going to wear down a defense like that.
Absolutely. This might be the final play of the third.
And a nice toss comes out. Smoke Orleans, again, making that catch on the sideline. Sideline slick. People aren't able to run after the catch, as that does bring the third quarter to a close. Georgia leading 21-17. Make sure you all get your 4s up in chat as we are going to go to a very exciting fourth quarter. This is the CFSL brought to you by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Field flip for what might be the last time as LSU comes out on offense, down 4 points. Moses King looking left, and a nice pass, able to bring it in as Nicholas Williams picks up 22 yards before stepping out of bounds.
LSU now knows their back is against the wall. It's now the fourth quarter. The lights are bright. Let's see what they do, boys.
Just about even first downs across the teams. LSU emptying out the backfield again. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. King back to pass, throwing right and grabbing the ball and sliding out of bounds. Again, Smoke Orleans picks up 4 yards. That sideline is not where you want to go if you want yards after catch.
No, you do not. We might have to get the ground crew to do a little bit of fixing over there.
Now off the play action pass, deep pass down the left side, wide open and in for the touchdown. Elliott Griffin, touchdown Tigers.
That's not what you wanted to see. You gave King the time. He was able to find a man downfield. Wow, just crazy.
Just unfortunate. Griffin there able to burn Jay Johnson deep, get in there. LSU taking their first lead of the night. As the extra point looked a bit wobbly, but is up and through. LSU up now by 3. 8.5 to go in the fourth. Georgia's going to have a chance now to respond.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, just looking around the stadium from up here high above the field, this stadium is rocking. Everybody's jumping. That's the energy kick LSU needed.
Georgia taking the ball out of their end zone and out to about the 23-yard line. Sean Adams with a nice return. Ray Flash coming out here, looking to put Georgia back in front, not wanting to let this opportunity go. Ball handed off. Perez not able to get back to the line. 1 yard loss. 2nd and 11. Malik Woodbury with his 8th tackle on the night.
Feed them, man. Georgia needs to get that gas mentality back. They need to make sure they can try to beat LSU on all downs.
And we've seen Georgia with a few big plays downfield. We haven't seen him take one recently. Now Flash looking to run. Gets hit as he crosses the line and not able to stay on his feet. That's a 0-yard run. 3rd and 10 coming up.
I I don't want to. I'm looking down here at the Georgia sideline. They're all still jumping. They're trying to keep that energy up because they know they can beat LSU. They've dominated for 3 quarters.
Oh, now a pass off the back foot, and that one is ill-advised, thrown into triple coverage, intercepted, and being run back. Malcolm Kemp Brown with a very key interception.
He's got a man, but he plays for the other team. Just wrong place for that throw to go.
Yeah, Flash looking like he just was trying to get something going, but threw off his back foot, threw across his body into coverage. That's not a recipe that typically ends well. And now Moses King looking to the left, gets a nice pass out there, breaking a tackle and getting out there for 16 yards. Griffin, who just got the touchdown, picking up another big 16 yards.
LSU is not wanting to lose their 9th rank. They want to stay ranked. They want to dominate. This is what's going to happen now. They're going to dominate Georgia on all downs.
LSU coming out, ball at the 20-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Ball handed off and running straight up the middle, picking up 5 yards is Christopher Jones.
We can't say anything bad about this LSU offense. They're doing it equally, running, passing, spreading that ball out. So
now back in the pistol. King looks, hands the ball off again, running up the middle again, and dragging a few defenders with him. Christopher Jones picks up another 3, 3rd and 2 coming up.
This will be a key 3rd down right here because either it's going to end up with LSU either trying to convert for a 4th or they're going to try to go for a field goal. If I'm Georgia, I'm trying to blitz.
No blitz coming in. Ball comes out and caught on the sideline. Smoke Owens grabs it, goes out of bounds yet again, but this one does pick up a very important 1st down.
Absolutely. That's not what you wanted to see if you were the Georgia defensive coordinator.
Now receiver in motion from right to left. 4 receivers on the left side. Ball comes out to the left with a little bit of space in front of him. Christopher Jones not able to pick up any yardage.
No yardage, but he was able to get a receiving. That's what you want to see. It spread that ball out with your teammates. So
Bing Burns picked up his 7th tackle on the night. Georgia trying to hold LSU here in on this goal line stand. Ball comes out towards the end zone, batted up in the air and incomplete as a multitude of Tigers and Bulldogs fight over that ball.
Oh, it's getting a little hypey in here. Catching your breath. Slow down, boys.
3rd down, ball comes out to right. Oh, sack coming in, and Moses King dropped for 9 yards. That's a huge sack by J.J. Reed.
Are we sure that's J.J. Reed or is that Goldberg? Because he just almost took him out of his cleats.
That is a huge hit. That's going to push it back now to about the 15-yard line. LSU coming out with the field goal kicker. Even if this goes through, LSU's only going to lead by 6, leaving Georgia in a good spot to still try and take the lead on their next possession. As the field goal is up and through the uprights. 6-point lead for LSU with 5:48 left to go.
If you would have told me LSU would have came back, take the lead in the 4th quarter, I wouldn't have believed you 2 quarters ago.
Yeah, we did see Georgia start off with a 14-0 run, and LSU has fought back well, taken this lead. Now they're just going to be holding on. Ray Flash coming out after throwing a bad interception on the last drive. Going to see what he has for him. Ball is handed off. Perez not able to pick up anything. 2nd and 11.
So we've seen it on both sides with King and also quarterback for Georgia. They threw an INT next drive. They started with the run game. So
now a bunch of receivers grouped up to the left. Flash looking to the left. Catch made, and are they calling that a fumble or is that an interception off of a batted up ball? It's kind of hard to tell from the booth. Regardless, LSU has the ball.
I would rather go to the booth on this play because I feel like he had control of the ball, you know? As we can see, he had control of the ball.
That is very close to a bang play. I would think we're going to see a review to see if that catch was completed. No review coming out. LSU gets credit for a forced fumble and recovery. and are coming out with an empty backfield, maybe looking to strike quick while the iron is hot. And as I say that, Moses King running up the middle, picks up 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 now, as LSU can start running up the clock.
All right, Kevin, so you're the defensive coordinator for Georgia. How do you stop this LSU onslaught?
I would expect to see a bit more pressure. Trying to keep everyone in coverage hasn't worked this second half. I would want to see a blitz or two. You're in the period now. You've got to get something big happening. We see 3rd and 1 coming up. King back to drop, pass comes out, and met as he caught the ball, not able to make the sticks. Christopher Jones loses a yard. 4th and 2. We'll see what LSU chooses to do. It would be a very long field goal in the rain, but they're going to go for it. This would put them up 9. Ball's going to be kicked from 36. It is up towards the uprights, and it is through. LSU 9-point lead with 4.5 minutes to go in the 4th. I don't think that's the nail in the coffin, but that's not a good sign for Georgia.
Just looking at that kick on replay there, Kevin, if it were any farther out, that would have been short.
Yeah, with this weather, it is tough to get the big plays going. It's been tough. We've seen both kickers miss a couple of field goals. I was kind of worried that one wouldn't make it, but now we've got 1st and 10 from the 25. Georgia's got to get a score and then get the ball back quick. So I've got to expect we're going to see some big plays coming out of Georgia. But Flash not able to get anything downfield, gets sacked again. Vasilovich picks up his 2nd sack of the night.
Just look at this play. Quarterback was looking, held too long, and the defensive line swarmed him.
Yeah, good coverage by LSU downfield. Didn't leave him anywhere to throw. And right now, even if that's a 1 or 2 yard gain, that's not what Georgia needs.
No, they don't. They need to start executing on downs because right now they are trailing. They dominated the first 3 quarters, but now it's the 4th quarter, and they need to step up.
And on the rollout, LSU defense stepping up big. Woodbury with another sack. 3rd and 19 now for the Georgia Bulldogs.
It's starting to get ugly, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully y'all haven't ran out of your snacks yet because this is where moments are made here in the CFSL.
3rd and 19 coming up. Ball sitting just outside the 15-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running back in the backfield with Flash. Stepping up in the pocket. Ball comes out over the middle. Picks up 8 yards. It's going to be 4th and 11. I've got to imagine you go for it here.
Go for it, leave it all there, but it looks like they're kicking. I would have went for it. Would you have went for it, Kevin?
I would have gone for it too. Needing 2 scores with only 3.5 minutes left. You're going to have to punt. Hope that LSU accommodates you by running the ball 3 times. You get 3 stops, burn your timeouts, and then score twice in quick succession. As LSU is going to start with the ball at the 47-yard line. And they are saying, no, we may not be ready. We're going to empty out our backfield. As Moses King looking, ball comes out over the middle and picking up 8 yards through the air. Bresca, that's their first reception of the night.
Now, let's say Georgia does tie this up. The only other overtime game we have had this season is UNC and West Virginia.
LSU definitely in clock running mode as the play clock is run down. And Christopher Jones picking up 10 yards on a big run up the middle. Georgia's defense may be starting to look a little bit gassed.
Yeah, I think personally looking from up here in the booth, I think they used up in 3 quarters and then they were just trying to grasp at straws for this 4th.
With the first down complete, LSU running more clock off. Ball handed off again. That's Jones again on a 9-yard run. Georgia calling a timeout. 2nd and 1. With the timeout called, they have to hold here. Ball handed off, and that is a good hold. Jones loses a yard, 3rd and 2.
He's running out of timeouts. You can't do that all the time if I was Georgia. Good play selection, though.
Georgia with 1 timeout left, 4 receivers now to the right. Ball comes out to the right on a screen. Hit as the catch comes in. Loss of 4 yards. I would have liked to see the defender bat that down to save a timeout. But LSU now out to punt again. This one from the 37 going in, and it is good. So now LSU leads by 12. Doesn't change the math too much for Georgia. Still got to get 2 scores in 2 minutes with no timeouts left.
Yeah, so I'm seeing some of the fans starting to leave. I know it's Tuesday, but don't leave on your team because you might be missing a lot of stuff.
Now, I mean, we've seen Georgia with plenty of quick strike ability. They've had a couple of big plays downfield. I'm kind of hoping that we see maybe flash hookup with Dallas Jordan again. They've had a big They've had a big run. Daniel Mutton's had a few good catches. And the ball comes out towards the sideline. That one just kind of thrown away. Nothing good open downfield, saving a bit of time.
Just a little bit of time. Got about a minute 56 left before this game is over. So start trying to lick your wounds to next week. Try to keep your stats up.
Flash looking, doesn't have anywhere to go. Ball's thrown. Should have let that one drop. Nicholas Perez picks up the catch, loses 4 yards, and the clock is going to keep on running.
That's not what you want to see. And over there, Georgia has no timeouts. LSU has all the cards with all their timeouts. So
clock is ticking. Minute 40 left in the game. Georgia looking to close this gap. Ball is batted up in the air, incomplete. 4th and 14 coming up. LSU having to go for it. This is going to be it for all the marbles.
Do or die for Georgia.
Georgia looking. Ball gets out and dropped at the sticks. That is unfortunate, and that's Dallas Jordan, who's made a couple of big plays tonight, but just not able to hold on to that one. Georgia turns the ball over. LSU's going to have the ball and all the time that they want here to run out this game.
Absolutely. We're not going to bash Georgia. Georgia showed up, played 3 quarters, played a 4th quarter also, and you don't take the number 9 team in the nation 3 quarters in domination style. This is something to build forward to next week.
Absolutely. Georgia had a great course. They had a 14-0 lead. And like we said earlier in the night, Georgia's defense is something special. They've got a lot on their team. It's a young team. They're still finding their feet and looking for a way to hold up for all 4 quarters when going up against the big dogs like LSU, or big cats in this case.
I see what you did there. But LSU, they've been able to execute. They've been able to rally being down. So
yeah, I've got to imagine they were looking for something. And on the what was I thought was going to be the last play of the game, Ryan Nigo Jr. picking up a touchdown to stretch out that lead. Unnecessary scoring from the Tigers.
A little bit of salt in the wound.
You know, I did not go look at the sportsbook tonight. I hope that doesn't actually change the outcome of the sportsbook. Georgia is going to get the ball back one last time. 5 seconds left. We'll see what Georgia wants to do to, I would say, to celebrate what was a very good game by the Bulldogs, taking the number 9 team in the nation on.
Yeah, and short slant pass, nothing wrong with that. Just nothing against this Georgia team. I've been able to sit back and watch their games. It's something interesting just to watch it over time. It's a young team, but it's a lot to move on to next week.
On the last play, ball's handed off. Picking up a few yards on the ground is Perez. That's going to wrap this one up. LSU 40 with the win. CJ, that was a good game. Tough for Georgia.
Very tough for Georgia. Moses King showed the ball out, and hats off to this Georgia team for taking LSU, the number 9 team in the nation, 3 quarters, almost 4 quarters.
Yep, some really great plays there. We see their final score 40-21. that score does not represent how this game went.
Absolutely not. Sorry.
Yeah. A big thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, and my broadcast partner, CJ Orndorff, for tonight's action. On behalf of everyone, I'm Kevin Hicks. You've been watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll be back here at 9 o'clock Central for Oklahoma State at Nebraska. We'll look forward to seeing you then.